brave men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces and those who have sacrificed their lives in defense of our country, we welcome you tonight to Monday Night Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
And we kick things off on this Memorial Day with the monster to Money in the Bank contract ladder match in 3 weeks in Chicago, Braun Strowman. But what a night we have planned for you here tonight on Raw.
Yeah, gentlemen, it's an honor to be here with you tonight. And last week, Seth Rollins was attacked from behind by Jinder Mahal. He has made it very clear that the Architect wants payback tonight. He will get it. But also, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Seth Rollins one-on-one with Jinder Mahal.
And we're looking forward to one of the most exciting matches in WWE, a gauntlet match. We start with 2 women in the ring. The winner of that match will face the next challenger. And the winner of that match faces the next challenger until all 7 women have competed. The decisive winner will secure the final Raw opportunity for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
And that is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, Braun Strowman, part of the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have 7 superstars have qualified. 1 superstar remains. We'll determine who that is tomorrow night on SmackDown Live when Daniel Bryan goes one-on-one with Samoa Joe.
And no matter who wins tomorrow night, gentlemen, you would have to say that the man that we're looking at right now, Braun Strowman, would have to be, without a shadow of a doubt, the clear favorite to walk out of Money in the Bank with that briefcase.
When I see that briefcase, I get motivated. I get motivated because I know inside there's a contract that guarantees me a universal title opportunity at any given time in any arena in the entire world. At Money in the Bank, I destroy 7 other men. Then I climb to the top of that ladder and I take that briefcase and that contract. Then I will not only be known as Mr. Money in the Bank, I'll be known as Mr. Monster in the Bank. And who's gonna stop me? Not The Miz, not Bobby Roode. After last week, not Finn Balor. Not a single member of the New Day, nor Rusev, nor Kevin Owens. I'm taking that Money in the Bank briefcase and I'm cashing in that contract, and Brock Lesnar is gonna get these hands.
Well, here's someone who may have something to say about track ladder match, Finn Balor.
After an incredible performance last week against...
I think you're getting ahead of yourself there, big man. This guy here was the very first Universal Champion. And I never lost that title, and I gotta be honest, that eats away at me every single day. So I am determined to get back to the top. I'm gonna climb one of them ladders, and I am gonna take back what is mine. Now me and you, last week we went one-on-one, and I gave you everything that I have. But at Money in the Bank, there's going to be 6 other competitors in the ring with us, and it's going to be every man for himself.
You put up a really good fight for a little guy.
I don't know how smart that was. Holy smokes!
It was a gutsy decision, but not wise, as you guys mentioned. And Braun Strowman is not done.
Wait just a second. The general
Manager Kurt Angle.
You know what I see out here? Intensity. One of my favorite eyes. You know, the Money in the Bank ladder match will feature 4 superstars from Raw and 4 superstars from SmackDown, competing for the Money in the Bank contract, with the winner facing the champion of the respected brand at any time. Now, Finn Balor, you said you gave everything you had against Braun Strowman last week. It was an incredible match. So, Richmond, how would you like to see Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman right now? Ref.
Well, the general manager calling for an official to make this official. A rematch of last week, Strowman versus Balor.
And gentlemen, my one word for this hour, it's statement. Because Kurt Angle's making a statement, he's in charge, and Finn Balor just made a statement to Braun Strowman.
And we're going to show you exactly what you're talking about, Coach. Here is the, quote, statement. A gutsy decision by Balor, but Braun Strowman would not take that lying down.
You may say gutsy, I say it was the dumbest decision of Finn Balor's career. Look at the physicality from the monster among men, launching Balor the entire way across the ring.
Good luck, Finn. Up next, can Balor pull off an upset? It's Strowman, Balor, live on Raw. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. Kevin Owens joining us here on commentary as we get set for Braun Strowman one-on-one with Finn Balor. Kevin, of course, has qualified for the Money in the Bank contract ladder match, much like the 2 men in the ring. Welcome, Kevin.
Michael, why don't you call him the guy that I said was the #1 pick in the Superstar Shakeup? A little respect over here. Sorry,
what a deal by Braun Strowman, the man who initially beat Kevin Owens in the first qualifying match for the 2. Kevin will go on to qualify later on.
Kevin, please don't allow Monday Night Saxton to cloud your judgment.
Is that what you're calling Coach?
Coach was just out here singing the praises, calling the monster among men the odds-on favorite to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, which you yourself are also a part of.
That's true, but Coach, you know, earlier this afternoon, these 2 guys came to me and said, hey, when you join us for commentary later, don't be afraid to go hard on Coach.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people you work with.
Yeah, you know, jealousy is a crazy
That's right. Jealousy, just like Braun Strowman's jealous of me, just like Finn Balor's jealous of me, jealous of the fact that I am going to get that Money in the Bank briefcase and win back my Universal title.
Oh, what a headbutt by Strowman.
I agree with you. What do you think about the guys that over on SmackDown that you don't get to see
I don't even know who from SmackDown's in the ladder match. It doesn't matter. Well, I know Bobby Roode's in it.
And there he is.
You think
right
look at him watching TV. That's what he does best. Good. Stare at a screen, Bobby. That's the safest place for you at Money in the Bank. You stay back there. You don't want to be in the ring with me and ladders. Trust me on that.
Bobby Roode qualifying in a triple threat match the same way that Kevin Owens did. And there's Strowman pointing up toward the briefcases inside a contract where the winner can cash in on the champion of their respective brand. So if one of these 2 men or Kevin Owens wins, they would have the opportunity to cash in on the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
I highly disagree with you when you say that Bobby Roode qualified just like I did. The way he qualified was a lot less impressive than I did. I qualified. I had two matches that night. Do you remember?
After you lost.
I had two matches the night I qualified. I put on a 5-star performance against Seth Rollins where he cheated to beat me, and then I made things right when I qualified by beating Elias and Bobby Lashley. That's what I did.
Wait a minute.
Right in the face.
Right in the jaw, and Balor looking to rally. Kevin, can we talk about the fact that Stephanie McMahon gave you a second chance after you failed to qualify the first time around?
No, we cannot.
After you called Stephanie and complained to her and called it a favor.
Do you have friends, Michael?
No, not
You don't
very
have
many.
friends, eh?
No.
Friends call each other. They help each other out. That's what friends do.
KO, let me ask you this. From a preparation game plan standpoint as an athlete, what do you do when you know a Braun Strowman is in the ring? But also, you've got 6 other men that you have to deal with at Money in the Bank.
Look, I've been in a few Money in the Bank ladder matches at this point in my career. I don't want to say I came up short in the past because that's not true. There's always somebody to blame for the fact that I didn't take that Money in the Bank briefcase and get that contract in the past, but it's not going to happen this year. I don't care if there's 6 guys, 8 guys, 10 guys. I don't care how many people are in the match. I'm walking out with that briefcase, with that contract, and I'm making things right. I'm taking my Universal title back. Did you know I'm a prize fighter? That's been my thing for years.
Have you ever?
And I have been without a prize for far too long.
Oh, what a right dropping Balor. Kevin, have you ever blamed yourself for anything?
Did you hear the way your voice went up when you said, have you hit puberty? That's what I want to know.
KO, the fact that I'm sitting with you two.
Look at the power of Braun Strowman just imposing his will on Finn Balor. Balor in a bad situation right now.
You see how Corey's trying to change the topic and
Whip
save
across
Michael?
the corner, and Balor. And now the Macho Among Men just screaming at Balor. As we take another look at the impact of Strowman, who again I believe is the odds-on favorite to win the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I think the odds have to be against Finn Balor in this situation. You can't compete against Strowman 2 weeks in a row and head into Money in the Bank at 100%. It's physically impossible.
Are you guys wearing Braun Strowman T-shirts under your little sports jackets?
And again, watch the impact here as Balor goes back first into the turnbuckle, and now Strowman has taken over.
You know, Braun won't be able to take his time like this in Money in the Bank. It's going to be...
And Balor with a drop kick. Strowman still on his feet, and now Balor goes to work on the hamstrings of Strowman. But just like that, Strowman, a boot to the gut of Finn Balor.
Yeah, Braun. There we go. You get a little warm like Finn Balor slap you in the face and embarrass you, huh? Come on, Braun. Stay on him. Show us you're the monster among men. Huh? Give him these hands, Braun. Come on. You can do better than that.
Strowman and Finn Balor continues live on Raw. Finn Balor sidestepping Braun Strowman in this one-on-one rematch from their classic bout last week. And Strowman sends Balor into the corner again. Balor using his quickness. A step-up enziguri caught by Strowman and driving Balor out of the ring.
A right hand right to the solar plexus from Strowman. Finn goes down hard.
Our guest here at the announce table, Kevin Owens, who will join Strowman and Balor along with 5 other men inside the Money in the Bank contract ladder match in 3 weeks in Chicago.
What have you seen that you think you can use to your advantage, KO?
And I've paid close attention to this match. I've also paid close attention last week when Finn Balor had Braun Strowman this close. Finn Balor was this close to winning.
Balor into the WWE Universe! A shoulder tackle over the barricade and into the crowd.
Bet you Finn Balor's regretting the slap right now.
Well, that may be nice, but in 3 weeks, gentlemen, let's look at it again. He's going to turn around.
Oh, what impact!
And there's going to be 6 other men for him to have to go through. So it's nice tonight, but it may not be that effective in 3 weeks.
Actually, 7 other men, Coach. We've got 8, and I see what you're saying, though.
Thank you.
Finn, and you see Finn Balor now carried back into the ringside area by Braun Strowman. And Kevin, again, this is someone you will have to contend with in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm well aware, Michael.
And Strowman off the steel.
There we go. That's
shoulder
good.
First.
Very smart. That's something I would do. Very smart move.
And again, Finn Balor, tremendous resilience again here tonight against the monster among men. And how can you not be impressed? Strowman driven over the top rope and out of the ring. Still lands on his feet. Balor building momentum. Drop kick cut. Strowman in the face.
There you go, Finn. Yeah. Hey, last week he picked you up like a little child and embarrassed you, and then he showed pity. Do you need his pity? No. You need to stay on him. You need to give him your best shot. Come on, Finn, the extraordinary man who does extraordinary things. It's time to throw your best shot. Come on, Finn.
You know, you bring up a lot of good points, Kevin.
That's always what I do.
Uh-oh, Strowman
That's his
catching
best shot.
Balor.
There we go.
Step up Enziguri. Strowman driven down outside the ring again. Here comes Finn Balor.
You see what I do?
Off his feet.
You see what I do? I inspire people. I bring the best out of people. Oh, hey, hey.
Balor was celebrating, and Braun Strowman said, not now.
You motivated.
Bobby Knight there, Kevin.
Oh, there we go. See?
Sling
He's doing
blade.
great. Don't underestimate the effect I have on people. That's what I do. I bring out the best in people.
And you know, somewhere deep down, he's got to have, Finn, the respect of Braun Strowman. Braun may not admit it, but I think that's the case.
Stop right to the back. Strowman down. Balor may have him where he wants him. Strowman's in the drop zone. Finn Balor to the top rope. Balor going to win this thing. Kevin Owens connecting. Balor hit the coup de grace. Going to go for it a second time.
Finn knows he needs another one.
And meanwhile, Kevin Owens, what the hell is he doing?
We may have been in for a big upset, but we will never know. We will never know.
Finn Balor was going for a second coup de grace. Kevin Owens got involved. Disqualification happens. And now Kevin Owens, much like he'll do in 3 weeks, using the ladder as a weapon, going right after Balor.
And at Money in the Bank, it is all perfectly legal. Anything goes, no disqualification. The ladder's the most dangerous weapons at everyone's disposal.
And look at him use it as a weapon against Strowman. And Braun Strowman saying, no way.
Look at that.
Wait a minute. Oh, my God.
Are you serious?
Kevin Owens running away from Strowman, and can you blame him?
Kevin might have just seen his entire career pass before his very eyes.
Whether you're from Raw or SmackDown and you're in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match, beware. There's a reason he's calling himself #Monster in the Bank.
But let me defend KO just a little bit. In 3 weeks, he may have ran tonight. He's not running in 3 weeks. He will win the Money in the Bank ladder match.
He better keep running because Braun Strowman is storming out of this arena.
Look at the incredible distance as Strowman launches this ladder. Kevin Owens is a lucky human being. But this ladder came up just short.
And look at Owens running away, and can you blame him? And it always seems like Kevin Owens is in the midst of controversy. Take last week on Monday Night Raw when he teamed with Jinder Mahal against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and it would lead to our big match for the Intercontinental Championship still to come later on tonight. Let's take you back to Monday Night Raw. Rollins and Reigns celebrating their victory just a few feet away from our announce table when Jinder Mahal would attack from behind with a steel chair.
Now, Jinder and Kevin Owens had just been defeated by Reigns and Rollins, but Jinder was out for revenge, wearing out a steel chair on both Roman Reigns and the Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins. A completely ruthless attack by the modern-day Maharaja.
And gentlemen, because of this, Seth Rollins, who has made a habit the last month or so of calling out different superstars, he wanted retribution. He wanted Jinder Mahal tonight. Well, Monday Night Rollins has got Jinder Mahal, and you add a little bit of juice to it. How about the Intercontinental Championship on the line? Rollins, Mahal tonight.
And we are still to figure out who the final Raw superstar in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match will be. It's a gauntlet match in our main event. 2 competitors start in the ring. The winner of that match faces the next challenger, and so on and so forth until all 7 women have competed, and there's a decisive winner heading to Money in the Bank.
With Elias,
I always am.
I believe the WWE Universe may well be. Elias is here next.
They battled at WrestleMania.
To pull off a huge upset against the monster among men, Braun Strowman.
Balor had already delivered 1 coup de grace, felt that he needed another one just to be sure the monster among men would stay down, but Kevin Owens would leave the commentary table and assault Balor at the ring.
Well, you don't want to criticize Finn Balor, but one may have been enough.
And then Kevin Owens would go after Braun Strowman with the ladder, but Braun Strowman would wrestle the ladder away and then do that. forcing Kevin Owens to run away, escape to the locker room area.
Hey, where's the valet? I need my keys, where's it? Hey, valet! Hey, I need the keys. Listen, no, don't. Get away, get out of here. Hey, I need the keys to the gray car right there. Okay, come on.
I just need to see your
I don't have a ticket! Just get the keys! Get the keys! Get the keys! Get the keys! Oh,
Where do you think you're going?
oh, I'm leaving.
Why?
Why? It's Memorial Day. There's a big parade downtown. There's fireworks. I don't want to miss it. You know?
You
It's
don't
good
care
stuff.
about that stuff. You're Canadian.
What?
Listen,
I don't care.
You're not going anywhere. You have a match tonight.
What?
It's a guy that didn't appreciate the comments you made about them earlier, Bobby Roode. Now go get dressed. Go get dressed. Go.
Elias.
Hello, I am Elias. And I have one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now tonight's song is very special to me. See, it's one of those ones where I picked up the guitar and the words and the music, it just came to me, you know? It's a bit of magic. It is going to require total concentration, and I know we're in the South, but try to keep up. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, so normally this lighting is fine, but this crowd tonight in Virginia is particularly disgusting, so... I mean, sir... Okay, I can't look at that. If we could bring the lights in just a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's good. Right on. Okay. Oh, you know what? One other thing, actually. Lance, if you could bring the vocals up, okay? Bring the vocals up. I want to hear more of me. I want to hear more Elias, less of them. Yeah. We'll soften the guitar a little bit. Good, yep. Okay. So when I say I love Elias, you say yes I do. That's it. That's right where we want to be. All right, good. Yeah. I mean, I got to do everybody's job around here, you know? So, you know, is there anything I can't do? You know, it's like I'm a Renaissance man. And not that anybody in Richmond would have any idea what that is, but... All right. Just one more thing. This is going to require complete silence. So right now, I need you all to shut your mouths. If you think I am messing around, I will sit here all night until I can hear a pin drop.
Well, Elias better hurry up and perform his song because the Intercontinental Championship is on the line next.
Okay,
after
hey,
last week's attack,
you know,
Seth
if that's how
Rollins
you feel,
defends
guess what, maybe-
trying to get off his performance.
I got excited, you know, I got a little excited, but I decided to come out because you people need to hear this song tonight. But I'm going to give you another chance. I just need everybody right now to shut your mouths. It's simple. Don't make me threaten to leave again, because I will.
I think the crowd's saying, sing, sing,
oh, they're
sing,
saying leave.
sing.
Elias better get out of the ring because the King Slayer is about to make his arrival.
Are we not going to hear the song?
No, because the Intercontinental Champion has a title defense right now. Corey, I think Seth Rollins is the hottest superstar in WWE today.
I will not argue that point at all. Seth Rollins has been on a tear, the likes of which his career has never seen before, and WWE has not seen in a long, long time.
And happy birthday to the Intercontinental Champion.
Well, this has got to be one of the greatest birthdays that he has ever had. What he's been through the last couple of years to now be, guys, right at the top of the mountain. There's a reason why he's got a big old fat smile on his face. He has never been better than he is right now.
Can I just ask you why Elias always asks who wants to walk with him from a seated position? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
He can't be happy that Seth interrupted him, though.
I don't think Seth cares.
They're saying sing, sing, sing again.
No, it's leave, Coach.
Oh.
A lot of furniture being tossed around here tonight.
You know, it's nice that Elias is showing Seth Rollins respect. It would have been nice if Seth Rollins could have showed Elias a little respect as well.
When you're the Intercontinental Champion, you have a little bit of cachet. Seth Rollins owns the ring right now. Elias was impeding on the King Slayer's will.
Rollins set to defend the Intercontinental Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sunil Singh.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and show some respect for your next Intercontinental Champion, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal!
Demanded this match tonight. He said, the open challenge is closed. I want this one specifically. Hashtag fighting champion.
Well, it may not be an open challenge, but it's exactly the same thing. Seth Rollins won.
Corey, Roman, and Jinder developing quite the rivalry over the past month.
Well, the Jinder Mahals tonight.
The following contest is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied by Sunil Singh from Punjab, India, weighing 238 pounds, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. His opponent, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 217 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
Well, this is Jinder Mahal's first opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Earlier this year, he held the United States title. Of course, he was the WWE Champion throughout much of 2017. And here we go. Only one time in WWE history has the Intercontinental title. And look at Seth Rollins taking it to Jinder Mahal, wasting little time going after the challenger.
I'm a big fan of what Jinder Mahal brings to the table night in and night out. But when Seth Rollins has his back against the wall, which he feels like he does tonight, Rollins is exceptionally dangerous.
I'm a big fan of when an athlete, regardless of the sport, gets off to a really, really fast start and understands that momentum is a really real thing.
And Seth Rollins fired up tonight. Interview earlier today, Jinder Mahal called the Sunil Singh barking at Seth Rollins. And Jinder Mahal able to take over thanks to Singh's distraction. Jinder Mahal versus Seth Rollins. Jinder Mahal's night to win the Intercontinental Championship. He is in control of Seth Rollins live on Monday Night Raw. We are in Richmond, Virginia tonight on this Memorial Day. Only one time in the history of WWE has the Intercontinental Championship changed hands in Richmond, Virginia. Back in 2000, Chris Jericho winning the title.
And Jinder's been in control the entire time we were at break. And right now, you'd have to say that Jinder Rollins is in trouble.
Jinder has done a cover here
by Mahal for the championship and a kick out by Rollins.
Jinder's done a tremendous job of focusing his attack on the core of Seth Rollins. So much of Seth's offense is based in his core strength. Jinder's taken all that away from the Kingslayer.
Jinder Mahal, in an interview earlier today, called the title, this Intercontinental title, the Blue Collar Championship, the working man's title. He said, don't let the Louis Vuitton and the gold chains fool you. He's the hardest worker in the entire WWE, and he plans to prove it tonight.
Well, think of what his June could look like if he is victorious here tonight, becomes Intercontinental Champion, and then in 3 weeks' time in Chicago, he's able to knock off Roman Reigns.
Yeah, perhaps that will become a championship match as Mahal continues with the abdominal stretch here on Seth Rollins, working the core, Corey.
I would certainly agree that Jinder is certainly one of the hardest workers in all of WWE, but let's not forget, he's representing 1.3 billion people in India. There's a lot of blue-collar workers over there. Jinder's a man of the people.
And Mahal looking to try to perhaps get Seth Rollins to submit, though. Seth looking for a hip toss, blocked by Mahal. Misses with a possible clothesline, misses again. Rollins, and a knee right to the midsection, right back to the point of attack, the midsection of Rollins.
And I was thinking that these open challenges or these wanting to get retribution, whatever you want to call it, at some point, who's going to catch up with Seth Rollins.
Look at this right now. This is what's become the trademark of the Maharaja recently. Next level aggression.
Well, tonight certainly is the night is catching up with Seth Rollins. There's no doubt about it. But if I'm Jinder Mahal, don't talk about it, do about it.
Just the confidence that is oozing out of Mahal over the past year here in WWE, and believes tonight is his night to win the Intercontinental Championship. Rollins fighting to get back to his feet. Face first into the second turnbuckle goes Mahal, and Seth Rollins buys himself some time to regroup.
Seth Rollins is so quick and has so much experience in the ring. The slightest opening will be exploited if Rollins can help it.
And Mahal stopped by Rollins. Leapfrog off the second rope, and Seth with a sling blade. And Mahal set over the top. And Seth Rollins starting to feel it.
The adrenaline starting to pulse through the veins of the Architect.
But look at it, he's feeling his ribs. Is this the smartest thing to do when clearly his core is fatigued?
It's all heart, Coach.
Rollins, suicide dive. Down goes Mahal.
Seth has made no secret about these past few months. He's not necessarily competing cerebrally. Seth is all heart. He's running on emotion from the WWE Universe night after night. That's what fuels Seth right now.
Well, I know he wants to impress this crowd here in Richmond, but at the same time, he's got to remember his Intercontinental title is on the line.
Rollins second rope, Mahal in trouble. Blockbuster. Rollins. Cover. Hook of the leg. Can he convert a kick out by Mahal at 2? And for Seth Rollins, that mantra, fighting champion, is real. He believes he is the fighting champion on Monday Night Raw.
This is Monday Night Rollins, and Seth intends on keeping it that way, but Jinder putting up quite the fight.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar, we're talking 2, 3 in the afternoon, walking around that laser focus, already anticipating what he has in store 5, 6 hours later.
Rollins now focused on Mahal. Mahal, though, launches Seth out to the apron. Rollins, quick as a cat, rolls through. Mahal.
That's it.
Back to the abdomen.
That's it.
Hook of the leg for the title. Tonight, the kick out by Rollins.
What a great counter by Jinder Mahal.
What a great strategy by Mahal to again work on the midsection of Rollins.
Jinder was a fraction of a second away from dethroning Seth Rollins. Let's take another look. Both of Jinder's knees right into the abdomen of Rollins. Seth's in a great deal of pain right now.
Well, so many times we don't give credit.
Look at the WWE fans. They thought that was it for Rollins.
The Colossus is coming.
Looking for the Colossus. Rollins, though, able to counter. Kick right to the chest. Looking for the stop by Rollins. Jinder back to his feet. Rollins go behind. Scoops him up, shoulders down. Kick out at 2. Caught him in the face.
Perfect.
Rollins. Falcon arrow.
That could be it.
To retain the title. Mahal stays alive.
I was going to say, so many times we don't give credit to the mind and only to the body. You got to give credit to Jinder Mahal. The game plan that he came in with tonight has taken Seth Rollins to the absolute limit.
I agree, Coach. Both these athletes with a tremendous performance here tonight on Monday Night Raw for the Intercontinental Championship, a title that's been held by more than a dozen WWE Hall of Famers over the years. Rollins with a kick up and he's back in it.
How does he have that kind of energy at this point?
The Burn It Down champs. Rollins defending the Intercontinental Championship live tonight on Raw from Richmond, Virginia.
Sunil
Singh gets involved.
Never discount the X Factor that is Sunil Singh.
Well, that gave Jinder a chance to get out and catch his breath.
Good call by the official, John Cone, booting Singh out of the arena. Meanwhile, Mahal with a steel chair. The official did not see Mahal use the steel chair. He's going to steal the Intercontinental title. Stacks him up. Rollins survives.
How in the world did he kick out after that?
Jinder Mahal can't believe it either. He used a steel chair to the already injured midsection of Rollins, and Seth somehow kicked out.
The referee was occupied outside of the ring with Sunil Singh, allowing Jinder Mahal to drive a steel chair into the already damaged ribs of Seth Rollins, and Jinder nearly took the Intercontinental title home.
Yeah, he may not have gotten a 3 count, but there is no question that he softened Seth Rollins' midsection up even more than it already was.
Jinder now stalking, thinking about the Colossus once again.
He lets go. Rollins chants ringing through the Coliseum here in Richmond as Rollins hits the step up.
Wait a minute.
What the hell is he doing back here? The referee just sent him out of here.
Sunil might cost Jinder his opportunity by getting a disqualification.
There is no question.
Should have thrown this match out already.
Wait a minute. Buckle bomb
into the hall. Everybody down!
Was that everything that Seth Rollins had left? Did Seth just exhaust his last bit of energy to launch Sunil Singh into Jinder Mahal?
Well, Sunil Singh may have gotten the worst of it, but he may have allowed Jinder Mahal to stay in the match. He may have allowed Jinder Mahal to have a couple of extra seconds to get...
Look what Rollins is looking at. A steel chair used on Seth last week, used on Seth this week as well, and perhaps Rollins had enough.
Well, I think he has.
You're the architect. There's always a plan B.
There's only so much that you're going to take.
And you can't blame Seth Rollins for that. Rollins will be disqualified.
I don't necessarily know that I agree with Seth's decision right now. This is emotion, not desperation.
Well, come on, Corey. He got attacked last week. He just got attacked again.
Samuel Singh was thrown out of the arena, and he came back and got involved in the match again.
But in the situation we had at hand, is Seth Rollins maybe trying to save his Intercontinental Championship?
I don't think that had anything to do with it.
I think he just snapped. I agree with Coach Corey. I think Rollins has had enough, and now continues this emotional assault on Mahal with a steel chair.
Sunil Singh once again rears his head.
And Singh, what a blow! And Seth Rollins forcing Mahal to retreat.
Well, I tell you what, Jinder Mahal's going to have a come-to-Jesus, heart-to-heart with Sunil Singh because, in my opinion, Jinder Mahal had that match won.
Well, I think a lot of people would agree with you, Coach, and maybe even Seth Rollins. Seth using the chair, whether it was emotion or desperation, we may not know. But the Architect's a man who wears his heart on his sleeve.
And he still wears the Intercontinental Championship, despite being disqualified here tonight.
I'll tell you what, that was everything that we wanted. And this...
Oh, God!
Oh, my...
Elias with a guitar! Moments ago on Monday Night Raw, it was Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion. He lost it. He had enough. The emotions overflowing as he went after both Jinder Mahal and Sunil Singh with a steel chair.
Seth Rollins had just been disqualified for using the steel chair, but retained his Intercontinental Championship. But after chasing off the modern-day Maharaja, Seth Rollins decided to take a moment to celebrate right here on our commentary table until there was an uninvited guest.
Yeah, from behind, upset that Seth Rollins interrupted him earlier tonight. Blasting Rollins with a guitar, knocking him off the announce table.
Well, that was amazing. Clearly, Elias didn't like the fact that he had been disrespected, interrupted, and Seth Rollins, for the second week in a row, caught celebrating. And you can see exactly how devastating that fault was as Comeback Live.
And meanwhile, we still have emergency personnel treating Seth Rollins right here in front of our announce table. You see he's been placed on the stretcher. The neck brace is stabilizing Rollins.
Just give me a minute.
Seth, come on.
Just give me a minute.
Seth, no.
Please.
Take it easy now. Wait, Seth, come on. You got nothing to prove to anybody. Seth, come on. Think about the long term. Think about the long term, Seth. Come on, hey. Nothing to prove to anybody, brother.
Seth, just please. Listen to us.
Take it easy now.
Just lay down.
Take it easy.
Seth, please.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. No.
Nothing to prove to anybody.
Let's just wheel you out.
Just give me a minute.
Just give me a minute. Seth, please.
Seth Rollins, you see behind us here, insisting on walking out of the arena. He's a fighting champion, but sometimes I guess his emotions get the best of him.
Listen, it's a gutsy performance by Seth Rollins. It was absolutely an act of cowardice what Elias just did. I understand he was offended because he couldn't play his song. Seth just competed in an Intercontinental Championship match. His emotions were at all-time high. That was a cheap shot. It was absolutely despicable what Elias did.
I think we all agree that we're into fair competition. You should not have to walk around Monday Night Raw always looking over your shoulder to find out if somebody's back there. I agree with you, Corey. That was despicable by Elias.
Who never looks over her shoulder. The irresistible force, the women's
Welcome the Raw Women's Champion, Nia Jax.
You know, it's always nice when you see Nia Jax, one of the nicest, sweetest, fun-loving women, but I couldn't help but think in the last week.
Speaking of the devil, Coach.
Well, there she is.
Championship in 3 weeks at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event in Chicago.
It looks to me like the mind games have already been.
Well, Nia Jax doesn't look like she appreciates the fact. How are you?
And we expected Ronda Rousey out here tonight. General Manager Kurt Angle saying Ronda wanted to get a bird's eye view of the champion.
Hello? Oh, where it goes.
I'm glad you came out for this exhibition, Ronda. Because I get to show you exactly what I'm going to do to you at Money in the Bank. Let me kick this off real quick. Let me start off by having my opponent here demonstrate that thingy you do. What was that thingy? With the arm bar. The arm bar. That's what it is. That's what you do. So come on over. Let's show them what Ronda does.
This is quite a treat, an exhibition.
Well, it seems a little disrespectful, Ronda, that she couldn't remember what that is.
Well, it's good for me if she can't even remember the names. She probably won't remember the defense.
Well, look at Nia Jax now powering out of this armbar, and she could do this to you. Money in the Bank.
Do you think you can put this on Nia Jax?
Oh!
You've never been in the ring with somebody the size of Nia Jax.
That's true, but I think I'm capable of anything.
I would agree with that.
We're going to find out in 3 weeks.
As you can see, the armbar, it doesn't really mean much to me. I mean, that's if you can actually apply it on me. But we'll see. She's still got more left in her. Come on, get on up. Show them what you got. Let's go. Come on. Come on, honey. Show them what you got. Oh, she's ready.
Look, Nia's opponent's no slouch. I mean, that's Michelle Webb. She was a Surrey County judo champion.
Oh, and there's a Samoan drop. Again, Ronda, you could be the victim of that in 3 weeks.
It appears like to me, Ronda, that Nia clearly is trying to get inside your head tonight.
I could easily get a victory on that, a little 1, 2, 3, especially on you at Money in the Bank. But I'm not done yet.
What else does Nia have to prove here? Oh, that's the
look out!
Leg drop, crushing Michelle Webb.
You can count to 10, 20, 30, 40. She's not getting up. No. Now, Ronda, you've never faced anything like that in the UFC, now have you? Now, if I wanted to, this leg could literally crush a woman's chest. But you know what else could crush a woman's chest? This too.
Oh my goodness, Nia Jax gonna do it again. Oh my God, a rolling senton. And again, sending another message to you, Ronda.
Ronda, that's got to give you pause. I mean, you've never seen anything like Nia Jax before.
No, I've definitely never seen anything like her. That's true. But
now, Ronda, it looks as though this young girl needs some assistance. Probably some assistance that you're going to need at Money in the Bank. But why don't you come on down and help her out? Come on.
She can't be serious.
I think she is serious.
No. Back it up. Back it up. I want the rowdy Ronda Rousey to come into this ring and help this girl out.
What about it, Ronda? Well, I think we got our answer.
Boys, Ronda Rousey's never backed down from a challenge.
Yeah, but Coach,
You got to give the people what they want, Ronda. You got to give what they want.
this is going to be good.
I have never seen Nia Jax this confident in her own ability.
Well, I mean, Nia's manipulating Ronda Rousey is what's happening.
Nia made the challenge. Let's not forget, she challenged Ronda to this match. Nia put her championship on the line at Money in the Bank.
She knows her name. You can shut up now.
Wow. Nia. And Ronda, not much to say tonight, but her face says it all.
Oh, this. This is the intimidating look I've heard so much about. Wow. That's pretty good. But you see, I'm not so intimidated by it. In fact, I find it quite humorous. You cute. You cute.
Nia Jax just called Ronda Rousey cute.
The psychological warfare has already begun. Nia Jax just turned her back on the baddest woman on the planet.
And Corey, I think you're right. Nia Jax manipulated Ronda Rousey.
So guys, think about this for a second. Ronda Rousey is used to being in championship matches. She's used to being in the spotlight. She's used to being where Nia Jax has only been a couple of times. If there's mind games to be made, it's Ronda Rousey having mind games very silently with Nia Jax.
Yeah, but when the bell rings, I mean, did you see what just happened? That's talent. Nia Jax is on a different planet right now. Some people are saying that Ronda Rousey's not ready for Nia Jax. That's a prime example. Ronda Rousey is not ready for the irresistible force.
Ronda Rousey is a woman of few words, but understand we've seen what physically she is able to do. Understand that's a confident look that she just walked into the ring with. And in 3 weeks, we see her for the first time one-on-one. Nobody would have turned that challenge down.
It is Ronda Rousey's first opportunity at a championship, and the winner of that match will have to watch their back, because there will be one of 8 women who will be the Money in the Bank contract holder. Who gets the last opportunity tonight? It happens in the exciting gauntlet match. 2 women will start, another woman will advance. As the match rolls along, 1 woman will be left standing. She'll join 7 other women as they will compete in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match in 3 weeks in Chicago.
I will delete you.
The Fireflies are out tonight in Richmond, Virginia on Monday Night Raw to greet the tag team champions of Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Did Michael Cole,
the deleter of worlds.
And it's something I never thought I would say. These two appear to be getting on the same page.
Hardy and Bray Wyatt have found the balance between the light and the darkness.
This is the strangest tag team I've ever seen.
Things. I feel like that's what I'm watching right now.
Well, what you're watching right now is Monday Night Raw, and we are live tonight on this Memorial Day in Richmond, Virginia. The tag team champions Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt set to do battle here tonight on Monday night as we still prepare for only second time in Monday Night Raw history, a women
lost in the upside down. Asking for a friend.
That was a Stranger Things reference, Coach.
I didn't say I watched the show. I just said I feel like I'm watching the show.
Tag team champs in action live next. The Bank is presented by WWE Champions, the mobile game. Download WWE Champions now and enter Strong Style to get a free Nakamura character. And by Gold Bond, men's essentials, body power, and spray. Stay cool with Gold Bond. And the Ascension set to take on the tag team champions of Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. Huge opportunity for Victor and Connor tonight.
Connor and Victor just need the opportunity to string together a few victories since the Superstar Shakeup coming from SmackDown Live to Monday Night Raw. Connor and Victor have all the potential in the world to be a very serious threat to the tag team titles.
And gentlemen, our one word for our second hour, unexpected, because you never know what to expect from Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. Also, coming up later, an unexpected match between Bobby Roode and Kevin Owens, who tried to leave tonight but wasn't able to.
Meanwhile, Bray Wyatt starts things off here against Victor of the Ascension. Of course, the Wyatt and Hardy tandem, the current tag team champions. Matt Hardy has got this weird clan that follows him around everywhere. Some 1-year-old kid, King Maxwell, from the Hardy clan.
Cole. King Maxwell is slightly older. You're referring to Lord Wolfgang.
Oh, so who's this?
They happen to be in attendance tonight, from what I understand.
So the Maxwell guy challenged me to a match. How old is this kid? Oh, man!
Wow!
Wyatt taking out Victor.
Old enough to comprehend the Woken universe, Cole.
Yeah, old enough
Tag!
Old enough to beat you.
And here's Matt Hardy. And the double team now from Hardy and Wyatt. And Bray whipped into the corner.
Just praying you don't incur the wrath of Queen Rebecca.
Who? Here's the cover now. Kick out by Victor at 2.
It's amazing to me how quickly Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt have really not only got on the same page, but when they get into their matches, they know exactly what the other one is doing.
Coach, when you get dumped into that lake, things
wait a
change
minute.
and you become great. And now Victor goes right after Matt Hardy, and the Ascension in control. Big opportunity tonight for the Ascension, who came over to Raw as part of the Superstar shakeup from SmackDown Live. Tag, here's Connor.
I wonder what a dip into the lake of reincarnation would do for Connor and Victor. Oh, few troubled souls. Maybe they could be woken.
Tag, cover, kick out.
You know, if I'm Bray Wyatt and I'm Matt Hardy, I've got to be looking over my shoulder because the tag team division on Raw is as deep as maybe it's ever been. And so many new ones coming on the horizon.
And look at, oh, and a big elbow delivered to Matt Hardy for the win. Knock off the tag champs in a kick out.
Matt Hardy in a great deal of jeopardy right now. Connor using his massive size to his advantage, cut the ring in half.
Maxwell and Wolfman Jack.
Maxwell, Cole, Maxwell.
And Wolfman Jack will be upset if Matt loses his match. Oh, and Matt Hardy with an elbow to the midsection.
Your ignorance knows no bounds, Michael Cole.
And meanwhile, Hardy needs to make a tag to Bray Wyatt, tries to create separation. And off the side slam. Cover.
Connor maintaining that vice grip on the skull of Matt Hardy.
Momentarily, the shoulders are down, but Matt wisely gets the shoulder up.
There you go.
One count. Kick out by Matt, and Connor enjoying punishing Matt Hardy.
Well, he loves the physicality.
Yeah, and make no mistake about it, the Ascension, as Corey mentioned, just a couple of wins away from some great things here on Monday Night Raw.
And this is really the time of year when you head into June, head into the summer, that you really want to get on a big-time Raw.
Well, a big win tonight on Monday Night Raw would certainly propel the Ascension to the top of the rankings list and earn them a tag team title opportunity.
Monday Night Raw is live tonight in Richmond, Virginia. The tag team champions, Hardy and Wyatt, against the Ascension in a matchup here.
I cannot wait for later tonight, guys, that gauntlet match. Some of the biggest, brightest, best female superstars for one chance, one spot into the Money in the Bank in 3 weeks.
And how about what we've already witnessed tonight, an incredible Intercontinental Championship match between Jinder Mahal and the Architect Seth Rollins. The attack on Rollins from Elias afterwards. It's been chaos all night.
And Bray Wyatt bringing the chaos to the Ascension.
Sumo strikes to the midsection of Victor.
Boy, Bray Wyatt is so unorthodox.
And Wyatt does look like, he's more awake after joining forces with Matt Hardy.
Say, unorthodox, I say unholy.
Senton hooks the both legs, and it's Connor breaking things up. And now Matt Hardy into the ring. And Connor looking to make Matt Hardy pay. Hardy, though, no, with a twist of fate.
Connor instinctively back up to his feet to try to prevent being pinned. I don't know if that's going to help the Ascension. Now roll up from behind.
Victor for the victory, and a kick out by Wyatt.
What a big win this would be for Ascension.
Uranagi.
Or not.
Guys, it's my favorite part.
I love this.
What is wrong with him?
The climax. Listen, that's what they said.
I know that this is called the kiss
No, it's not.
of deletion.
The kiss.
Don't even try. Cover by Hardy. Hook of the leg. The tag champs win again.
Here are your winners, the Raw Tag Team Champions, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
They are in a great mental place. State.
Wait a minute, you just had a great mental place.
I think they are. As hard as that is to believe, they truly are.
The balance between darkness and light has been reached by the deleter of worlds. Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy still the Raw Tag Team Champions.
What is it? Come on. You call that a celebration?
Yeah, amateur hour. Right, Kurt? Right, huh?
Bo, Axel, what can... BT, what can I do for you?
We just wanted to...
No more small talk. Kurt, we want a Raw Tag Team Championship match. We're undefeated, and we are ready for Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Listen, you guys have been doing really well. 2 wins in the last 2 weeks against Breezango, but really, defeating the same tag team 2 weeks in a row does not qualify you for a tag team title match.
Let's whip this guy, man.
You know, I can actually hear you right now. What I'm trying to say is, what are the other tag teams going to think if I let you leapfrog over top of them?
So what you're trying to say is we have to win over all the other tag teams in the division and get their blessing.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No. Actually, I tuned out because that jerk, Kurt Angle, boned us from a tag team championship match.
Again, I can hear what you're saying.
Okay. In order to get the other tag team's blessing, we have to give them something to win them over. Give them something like an invitation to the B Team Memorial Day Tag Team Barbecue tonight. Yes! Yes!
Again, I am not saying that at all.
B Team!
A barbecue.
Well, I can't wait for that. But I'll tell you what, earlier tonight, Kevin Owens just managed to escape a flying ladder courtesy Braun Strowman. But he won't escape going one-on-one with this man, Bobby Roode. KO! They go live on Raw. Next.
We don't care about luck. We don't care about the odds. We are a unity of mutiny.
Every woman out there is going to be fending for herself, but not us. We fight as a pack. Trust me when I say we're going to tear those girls apart piece by piece. Last chance. Nobody ever gave us a chance. But tonight, we have one. And we're going to make them all regret it.
One way or another, that final place in Money in the Bank belongs to the Riot Squad.
I think the Riot Squad are my pick to win tonight.
It's hard to pick against them when you're like that. Confident.
The following contest is Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode, one of 7 men who have already qualified for the night on SmackDown Live. Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe.
Pop quiz, Coach. What's your one word for the hour?
Unexpected.
And tonight, Monday Night Raw is presented by Boost Mobile. Get the best value in national.
It's all about making statements. Tonight's all about for Bobby Roode. Can you imagine if he has a couple of weeks that he would have, if he could knock off KO tonight, and then what he did with Elias, what a month he would be happy.
Chicago at Money in the Bank, in the Money in the Bank ladder match, a potentially career.
Your brand, anytime, any place. If Roode wins it, he'd be cashing out the Universal Champ Brock Lesnar, perhaps. You see Kevin Owens looking over his shoulder. He's looking.
Yeah, as Kevin was attempting to escape, it was General Manager Kurt Angle who stopped KO and said, by the way, you're going to be in a fight tonight against the glorious Bobby Roode.
For the men's Money in the Bank contract ladder match, Roode, Miz, Strowman, Balor, Rusev, Kevin Owens, and 1 member of New Day.
Man, I tell you what, when I look at that graphic right there, there's so many different scenarios that I could think of for how that ladder match could go. I can't wait to get to Chicago.
After what I saw Braun Strowman do earlier tonight, he is my odds-on pick to win. So
I think tomorrow we'll have a lot to say about that.
Kevin Owens and Bobby Roode in this big matchup here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
2 world-traveled competitors spent their lives with the goal of arriving in WWE. Now they're both here, and on the horizon is the opportunity to be Mr. Money in the Bank.
I'm saying it right now that Kevin Owens now and will be for the rest of 2018 my #1 best asset when it comes to the Superstar Shakeup. He has taken his game to another level.
Bobby Roode will be entering the Money in the Bank contract ladder match for the first time in his career. Kevin Owens will be entering his 3rd such match. Owens with a shoulder tackle, down goes Roode.
And there is no question that being in more than one, having that experience will do a world of good for those that have been in Money in the Bank ladder matches before.
There's certainly no substitute for experience, but you also have to expect incredible hunger from a superstar like Bobby Roode, who knows what's at stake in his first opportunity. What he lacks in experience, he may compensate for in passion.
Yeah, what's at stake is a almost guaranteed opportunity to win the championship. And Kevin Owens with a right hand, and Bobby Roode looking for the pop-up power bomb was Owens, and he's set through the second rope, landed on his feet. Oh, big clothesline. Wow. Owens lands on the apron hard. And Bobby gonna launch himself, lands on the apron. Kevin Owens takes him out at the knee. Roode hit hard, and Kevin Owens now in control.
You know, Kevin Owens is competing tonight almost like he's just frustrated, angry, upset that he was not allowed to leave and end his night early.
Well, I don't know if anybody would be in a good mood.
Cannonball into the barricade. Kevin Owens rolls on in his match versus Roode on Raw. On Monday Night Raw, two of the men who will compete in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match in 3 weeks on the WWE Network doing battle here. Kevin Owens versus Bobby Roode. Let's not forget how this match came about. Kevin Owens on commentary earlier tonight saying Bobby Roode would be better off in the back watching television than out here competing in Money in the Bank.
And of course, Kevin Owens interjected himself into the matchup between Finn Balor and Braun Strowman.
And I think the anger that Kevin Owens feels towards Kurt Angle is fueling him against Bobby Roode. He has dominated for the last 4 or 5 minutes.
If I were Kevin Owens, I think I'd be looking around for Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman picked up a ladder and threw it halfway across the arena, almost catching Kevin Owens, who was running away. And Bobby Roode with a right hand caught Owens on the nose. And Roode again.
No shortage of guts in Bobby Roode. Will fight until he absolutely cannot fight any longer. Kevin Owens is willing to dish out as much punishment as any man can take.
High elbow cut, Kevin Owens. Bobby Roode now with boots to the face. Roode, blockbuster to KO. Cover by Roode. Is it enough to put Kevin Owens away?
You know, guys, in sports, regardless of whatever the sport is, they always say that you play up to your competition. Wouldn't you say that Bobby Roode, the last couple of months, has certainly played up to his competition?
Absolutely. Bobby Roode's always believed that he belongs here in WWE. He wants to be amongst the elite in sports entertainment, and that's what Bobby's got to do. And it's necessary just to survive here on Monday Night Raw.
Bobby Roode with a side headlock on Kevin Owens, looking to turn it into a neck breaker. Kevin Owens able to counter. Roode up top. Bobby finally gets the neck breaker on Owens. Cover by Roode. Is it enough to win this match here tonight? A kick out.
I love this matchup. One's an absolute fighter. The other one is technically incredibly sound in Bobby Roode.
And again, 8 men will compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks, including Roode and Kevin Owens. If you win the contract, you're almost guaranteed to become champion. 16 of 19 cash-ins, 84% have wound up with a new champion being crowned.
Yeah, but let's remember that when you
and Kevin Owens taking control of Bobby Roode. Monday Night Raw is live tonight in Richmond, Virginia on this Memorial Day as Owens and Roode go one-on-one.
And in addition to this, we still have a huge gauntlet match coming up tonight. One more spot for the women's side on the Money in the Bank ladder match, Corey.
And again, Corey, this is one of the most exciting matches in WWE, the gauntlet match.
2 women will begin. The winner of that match will face the next challenger. The winner of that match faces the next challenger, and so on and so forth until all of the women have competed with one decisive winner heading to Money in the Bank.
Bobby Roode, top rope. Kevin Owens back to his feet, and the glorious Bobby Roode starting to build momentum.
Both of these superstars have already secured their opportunities in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match in Chicago. Now it's all about momentum and confidence. And Bobby Roode's got it in spades.
Yeah, no doubt a win tonight for either one of these men.
Done. He wants nothing more to do with Bobby Roode in this match.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is leaving, and
Bobby Roode took advantage of the slight hesitation by Owens. Perhaps he was thinking and remembering that Braun Strowman is probably somewhere in the back.
Kevin Owens probably having flashbacks from having a 15-foot ladder launched in his direction.
Honestly, I like this aggressive Bobby Roode.
That's what Bobby's going to have to do if he wants to survive at Money in the Bank.
Oh, and a super kick by Owens. Ever the opportunist. Cover on Roode. Got him, no. elbow kick out at 2.
That aggression nearly cost Bobby Roode.
And Coach, you need the aggression because there are no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications in Money in the Bank. Ladders can be used as a weapon. You have to place the ladder in the ring, climb it, grab the briefcase in order to win the contract.
Michael, you said 84%, but remember that when you catch that Money in the Bank contract in, it's against Brock
Uh-oh, look
Lesnar.
out, pop-up powerbomb. No. Roode able to evade.
Oh, look at Bobby Roode slipping down. Kevin Owens, though, able to pin the shoulders.
Oh, he got it.
Kevin Owens with a win. You got to give KO
Here's
credit.
your winner, Kevin Owens.
Very impressive win by Owens tonight.
Great win. Bobby Roode can't believe it.
And always resourceful superstar is Kevin Owens. The slightest opportunity was provided. Owens exploited it, and Bobby Roode comes up short.
And guess what? Kevin Owens is now ecstatic that he stuck around to get a big-time win.
Not that Owens needed a boost in confidence, but he certainly got himself. Uh-oh.
Yes, Kevin. The monster's here.
How quickly the temperature changes.
Well, Kevin has nowhere to go. Braun Strowman is stalking Kevin Owens. Bobby Roode is up in the ring. And Kevin Owens trying to run away from Strowman.
Look at the speed of Braun. He's closing in. Wait a
Running interference. And Kevin Owens runs into a massive shoulder tackle.
Almost like Braun Strowman's been waiting an hour and 45 minutes for this.
The monster among men is seething right now.
And a running power slam as Bobby Roode cheers on Strowman.
I retract everything I said about Kevin Owens being happy about sticking around.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Well, I've never seen Bobby Roode and Braun Strowman actually work together, be friends.
This is great. I love it. Braun, give me a hallelujah.
Another running power slam.
Look at Bobby Roode. That's the most glorious.
Uh-oh, Bobby. I think Bobby's about to get these hands.
Bobby's about to realize there are no friends.
Power slam, not in Money in the Bank because it's every man for himself. And there's a reason Strowman's called Monster in the Bank. How do you bet against Strowman? You can't.
Well, the answer is you don't, you can't, and you won't.
It's every man for himself at Money in the Bank, and Sami Zayn certainly hasn't been endearing himself to too many people here in the WWE Universe. Last week, in an effort to get under Bobby Lashley's skin, Sami introduced the WWE Universe to Bobby Lashley's quote-unquote sisters. Well, the WWE Universe and management were none too impressed, so Sami has requested time to issue a formal apology. Next.
And we are back live on Monday Night Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sami Zayn.
So from what we understand, Sami Zayn plans a public apology tonight for his pathetic display last week.
Well, it doesn't seem to have hurt his enthusiasm for being in Richmond here tonight.
I talked to Sami Zayn earlier, and Cole, he was going to introduce the WWE Universe to your family, but it turns out they don't allow animals on flights these days.
That was a good one.
That's what it is.
That was great.
Think about that all through the commercial break.
At least last minute or so.
I mean, there's nothing funny, at least in my estimation, what Sami Zayn did last week.
I thought it was really entertaining. I happen to enjoy it very much.
Well, you have no couth, so.
Well, I mean, that's true, Michael. But I think we all know what he was trying to do, and it just didn't come off like he would have liked to have. So I'm very, very interested into what he has to say tonight.
All right, No, listen, okay, let me get serious for a second here. Last week didn't go as I'd hoped.
I think in retrospect, it's safe to say I went a little too far, and WWE management has been very gracious in providing me this opportunity to issue a formal public apology. So here it goes. To the WWE Universe and the entire Lashley family. Last week, I conducted a highly rated interview with Bobby Lashley's three sisters that some perceived to be insensitive, inappropriate, and in poor taste. Reaction on social media was swift and unkind, and my interview was described as brutal and cringeworthy, and one young fan went so far as to say it made him embarrassed to be a fan of Sami Zayn. And that's just social media. I was bombarded with text messages and emails, everybody asking me, what was I thinking? Even the 30-year-old man from Syracuse, New York, who got evicted by his parents, DM'd me and told me that I should be ashamed of myself. That's when I realized that last week I did something that I promised I would never do. I lied to you. Those were not Bobby Lashley's real sisters. In fact, well, they were men. They were men that I hired just to have a little fun at Bobby Lashley's expense, and my goal was only to entertain and to inform, but not to provoke. And therefore, I'd just like to say to the Lashley family, to WWE management, and to the entire WWE universe, that I am... Listen, I'm trying to do something kind of difficult here, so a little respect, please, okay? I just want to say that I'm sorry. However, it should be noted that everything I said last week was true. And fine, yes, those were actors playing Bobby Lashley's sisters, but all of those stories were true. Because like all good art, my expose on Bobby Lashley was rooted in reality. And listen, I know that I am such a brilliant artist that I don't expect you to get it. But there is no doubt in my mind that history will look back on last week's interview segment very favorably. And there is also no doubt in my mind, you know what? No. I'm the one who's doing the right thing. I'm the one who's doing the right thing. I'm trying to speak the truth. I'm the one exposing Bobby Lashley for being a bully, for being a liar, and yet I'm the one catching flack? No, so if anybody wants to be sorry for anything, it's each and every single one of you who should be feeling sorry for me. You should all be apologizing to me because I deserve better. I deserve more. I deserve to be in that Money in the Bank ladder match. I should be beating Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship tonight instead of standing in this ring issuing an apology in front of a repulsive crowd in Richmond, Virginia.
Listen, I said he made a lot of valid points. He's just a misunderstood artist. Maybe we'll appreciate him a lot more in like 10 years. He'll be like Andy Warhol or Andy Kaufman or other famous Andys.
Those are the only two that I know.
Well, didn't Lashley get his fill last week?
Well, you'll remember that Bobby actually, for most of that night, thought it was pretty funny.
I mean, Bobby was a good sport about it, Corey, despite the fact Sami Zayn was embarrassing him and his family.
Well, when Bobby needs to come out and interrupt Sami Zayn's apology, do you realize Sami got
wait a minute. Isn't Sami apologizing to Bobby?
Sami is apologizing to... Yes, he is apologizing.
So why wouldn't Bobby come out here to hear it for himself?
Because he didn't need to be. There's monitors backstage. Sami Zayn's been put through some real mental anguish.
Oh,
he
that's
received
right.
direct messages from the guy in Syracuse who got evicted by his parents, Michael Rotondo. That's his name. That's a real thing.
It's shocking to me that somebody on social media would be negative and tweet negative things at somebody, especially
Sami's the
Zayn.
victim here.
Yeah, we're all victims.
You know, Memorial Day is a special day for families like mine. So to anyone who has loved ones who have served in the military, on behalf of myself and my family, I salute you and I thank you.
Bobby Lashley, of course, from a military family. He served as well.
Sami, it's good to see you again. And you know, my sisters, the ones that you never, ever contacted, they actually think you're quite entertaining. You know, but that was fun last week, but all that stuff gets old really, really fast. And I can see you and I have some type of issue. So why don't we just settle this like men, Sami, and do it in the ring? Me and you at Money in the Bank. What do you say? Come on, Sami. You talked a big game for the last 2 weeks, Sami. Do the right thing and back up that trash talk. Shake my hand, Sami.
Hey, I just want to let you know, Money in the Bank, I'm going to haluva kick that stupid smile right off your face. Yeah.
Oh. I think the match has been made.
And I don't think Bobby's smiling anymore either.
Sami, listen, I got an apology of my own. I apologize for everything that I'm going to do to you at Money in the Bank.
That's nice of him.
Well, I, for one, want to see that, and hopefully General Manager Kurt Angle makes it official. Sami Zayn said you're on off the Bobby Lashley challenge for Money in the Bank.
Well, here's the thing. Bobby Lashley is starting to make another name for himself. And Sami Zayn, I hate to say it, may have just bit off way more than he can chew.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in our main event tonight, one of these 7 women will qualify for the Money in the Bank in an exciting gauntlet match. 2 women start. A winner will advance to the next match against another competitor. The last woman standing will qualify for Money in the Bank. It's our main event tonight.
While the rest of my competition is busy crunching numbers and hunting in packs, I have my eye on the prize. That sweet Money in the Bank contract hanging high in the sky. And I know exactly what to do to get there. And it's going to take a lot more than friends or luck. And certainly going to take a lot more than guts. No, ladies, you see, I am no 6-time women's champion by accident. I know how to seize every single opportunity. And at the end of tonight, it'll be Mickie James who's walking into Money in the Bank.
Corey, one. I was referring in particular to...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre making a name for himself once again in WWE. He says the roster's become complacent, and he is here to set things. Chad Gable. Drew McIntyre looks to continue his role on Monday Night Raw live, including Drew McIntyre, who's in action right now.
His opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Chad Gable.
You know, guys, we've got so many people watching from all look and only mean one thing. Our one word, you get any better than this?
Our one word for this hour is actually Houston, because that's where we're going to be next week.
You know,
for
I like
Monday Night Raw at the Toyota Center.
And we
Houston,
will know
Texas.
by then who will capture the gauntlet match here tonight.
It's contagious. I talked to Drew McIntyre earlier today, and he said, wait till you see what I do to Chad Gable. I said, Drew, Chad Gable is a former United States Olympian. Drew McIntyre said, but we'll see if he can fight tonight.
And meanwhile, remember Chad and Drew started this thing with an argument backstage last week. It turned into a match, Gable versus Dolph Ziggler, that was very, very competitive.
After Dolph Ziggler picked up the victory, Drew McIntyre delivered one of those wicked Claymore kicks just for good measure. And right now, McIntyre just so physically imposing.
You got to give Chad a lot of credit for having the guts to walk in and go one-on-one against this just incredible athlete. But
wait. Hold the phone. I almost forgot to mention the most important thing, the biggest thing going down tonight on Monday Night Raw. The B team is having a barbecue.
Oh, and Drew McIntyre with a kick right to the face of Gable.
Why you look so surprised, Cole? I got to remind the WWE Universe, priorities, man.
I have heard that Rhino tweeted out about all the grilled meats he's going to eat later tonight.
Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre's having Chad Gable for lunch right now. He is dominating this match. Oh, McIntyre with a boot right to the face of Gable. For McIntyre, it's about his mental preparation. He said he's in better shape. He's better prepared than he ever was in his first run here in WWE. And he's going to pick apart complacency in the locker room. And he claims Gable's complacent as Gable kicks out.
Listen, I'm not so sure if there's anyone in the locker room who Drew McIntyre could not physically dominate to this point. You guys are right. Since Drew McIntyre has returned, this is a completely different human being. Oh, a freakish athlete.
You know, I talked to Drew McIntyre earlier today, and I asked him about being tagged the chosen one the first time around. He goes, I'm not here to be the chosen one. I am here to have everyone take notice, to know who they're in the ring against. I'm going to make my opportunities, create them this time around.
Michael, I love when a great athlete understands and recognizes their weaknesses, fixes them, and then comes back and is better than before. It's okay. It's okay, especially when this is the result.
What does Drew think the problem is today on the Monday Night Raw roster? He says complacency. He says he believes a lot of these athletes think they're entitled, that they're due, that they're owed things. McIntyre says he's going to come here and he's going to beat the hell out of people to command respect and get championship opportunities.
But we might not be looking at just a better Drew McIntyre. We may be looking at an athlete that is better than anybody on the WWE roster right now. That's how much Drew McIntyre has improved.
Well, he's going to have to take it one step at a time.
Drew McIntyre caught Gable with an elbow, and right now he's dominating this former member of the 2012 United States Olympic Wrestling team.
And Drew is showing everybody, including Chad, how physically dominant he can be, excuse me.
McIntyre just a scowl as he looks down at Chad Gable. And Dolph Ziggler, of course, cheering McIntyre on.
Don't think for a second that Dolph hasn't helped Drew get to this dominant mental state.
You're right, Coach. This is going to be bad right here. I don't know what Drew's got in mind, but it does not end well for Chad Gable.
McIntyre goes 6'5", 265, and he's got Gable on his shoulders on the top rope, but here's a gutsy Chad Gable fighting out of this predicament. Headbutt drops McIntyre to the ring, and now Gable with a moonsault for a huge upset here tonight. A kick out by McIntyre.
Michael, you're right. This would be a huge upset.
And McIntyre dumping Gable out of the ring.
Guys, I'm not so sure that Chad Gable didn't just fire up Drew McIntyre even more. An angry McIntyre is a very, very dangerous superstar.
Yeah, but Gable hanging in this thing, guys, and he's taking the fight to Drew outside the ring. Tremendous resilience here. Spin kick caught McIntyre.
Using his quickness, fortitude. Now somehow he's got to figure out how to get Drew back into the ring.
Great athleticism by Gable as he landed on the apron, and now Drew caught him. The power of McIntyre.
That's a mistake.
Oh, it's slinging him into the post.
Drew McIntyre is not messing around.
Drew McIntyre's a Terminator, period. You guys talk about Dolph changing Drew. I think Drew's changed Dolph. Dolph is different attitude.
It's a hard point to argue.
It's a lot more fun when you're victorious, successful, all those types of things.
Gable makes it back to it. There's the brutal Claymore kick from McIntyre. Good night, Gable. He's not getting up from that.
Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre.
Guys, there is big things in the future for both Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler.
Chad Gable is good. Chad Gable is tough. But tonight, Drew McIntyre showed that he is on a completely different level.
Yeah, I said for a long time Kevin Owens was the best pickup in the Superstar. Whoa, shake-up. I may have to think twice about that when I look at what Drew McIntyre did here tonight.
Drew McIntyre says it is time to give the Raw locker room a wake-up call and a reality check. And McIntyre did just that with a Claymore to Chad Gable. McIntyre and Ziggler say, we don't care about stealing the show because we are the show.
Well, boys, I can tell you this, that the brightest new tag team, the B Team, here on Monday Night Raw. Well, they're going to have a
by General Manager Kurt Angle after what happened earlier tonight. Bobby Lashley made the challenge. Sami Zayn accepted. They go one-on-one on the WWE Network.
Well, go ahead. Well, I was going to say that Bobby Lashley got exactly what he wanted. Sami Zayn, not so much.
Go ahead, Corey.
It's finally time. I have been waiting so long for this. The smell of grilled meats is permeating the entire arena.
You know what's crazy is Rhino has been waiting a long time for this too.
Grilled meats. Titus has a bologna sandwich.
Okay. Welcome everybody to the B-Team Memorial Day Barbecue.
Yes.
I hope everyone brought their appetites. Yeah, eat up. Connor, Victor, they didn't have a spread like this in the wasteland, did they? No, right?
On today's menu, we have all of your favorite B-Team treats, such as B-Team baked beans. I'd like to get lit on that. How about
this? Hey, how about B-Team bratwurst, There you go,
But guys, don't forget about the B-Team potato chips. Crunch. Huh?
Or how about the B-Team bologna sandwiches,
Yep. Hey, but guys.
Delicious.
Guys, don't be sleeping. Don't be sleeping on the B-Team Bo-Dogs.
Oh, Bo-Dogs.
Come on, take a look.
Bo-Dogs are my favorite. Yep.
All right, guys, everybody, dig in. Dig in. Everybody have some.
Yes. Dig in.
Enjoy.
All right. Hey, now that everyone's eating and we're all friends,
oh my God,
we can all agree that since the B team is undefeated, we're the next in line to challenge Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy for the Raw Tag Team Championships, right? Let's go.
Check out that Bo-Dog.
Oh, you guys got food. Just eat it up. Eat it up.
Hold on, wait a second. You mean to tell me y'all brought us out here to this bootleg backyard basement barbecue?
Basement? It's a bologna sandwich.
Y'all ain't got no brisket.
No ribs.
Y'all ain't got no ribs.
No macaroni and cheese.
No macaroni and cheese. And ain't none of this food seasoned.
Tastes like pepper, man. That's not fair.
Now, there ain't no way that y'all gonna come up here and cut the front of the line of all the tag team division.
No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Man, what are you talking about? Look around you. This is a feast.
in West Virginia, this would be like Thanksgiving, baby. You kidding me? Look at my man Rhino. Look at him. He's still eating. I'm not even looking at him. Is he still eating?
Yeah, he's still eating.
So that tells you that's some good food. But the one thing I can't agree with you on is that you two will not be cutting any lines to the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. Right? Right.
Okay. You guys all agree. We don't deserve title shot. You all agree?
No.
Huh? Really?
No.
Fine. Okay. Then we're taking our food back.
Take that too. Don't take your food back. Hey, don't take your food back. Oh.
Oh, no. Those were good baked beans.
What is that?
That's the potato salad.
Oh! Food fight! The barbecue is breaking down!
I can't say that I'm the least bit surprised.
This used to happen on Thanksgiving around here.
Yeah, I remember.
Rhino, don't waste the bologna.
Come on, Rhino. Leave it to Rhino not to move a muscle, except for his mouth.
Now the fight continues.
My man.
Oh, come on.
Free bologna sandwiches.
Oh no, the B team is upset. Their party was ruined.
Someone's gonna blow out a knee on those beans.
They're gonna blow out something.
Beans.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Put through a table.
The man was just trying to eat a sandwich.
Well, we know this. The B team's still undefeated. But if they thought for a second that this little barbecue was going to allow them to jump right to the front of the tag team title line.
Oh, you have to look at it again. Tungo jumps in, ruining the potato salad and Curtis Axel's quite fine hair. And here's where it all broke down.
Yeah, watch the instant replay. Watch the top part of your screen.
I just want to
with
make
Titus O'Neil. Watch Titus in the background. For table.
Well, what we just saw could be considered the appetizer. Gentlemen, the main course is still to come. The main event, a gauntlet match, one of WWE's most exciting. Two women will start the match. The winner moves on to the next challenger. So on, so forth. The winner enters the last opportunity for the Money in the Bank ladder match in Chicago. Week Monday Night Raw rolls into Houston, and Finn Balor has vengeance on his mind after Kevin Owens interfered in Balor's match earlier tonight. The two superstars will do battle in Texas.
Hey, Corey, how about this? Just made moments ago, Braun Strowman going one-on-one against Bobby Roode. If Bobby thought the road to Money in the Bank was going to be an easy one, oh, is he sadly mistaken. That's live next week.
And earlier tonight, Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax destroyed an upstart local competition in an exhibition as her Money in the Bank opponent, Ronda Rousey, looked on. Next week, Nia will take on a former women's champion and Ronda's friend, Natalya, on Raw.
Kurt, did you see what those ignorants did to us out there? We got them the finest food that Richmond has to offer.
We demand
this is what they do to us.
We demand a Raw Tag Team title match.
Whoa. After the mess you guys created, do you think the other tag teams are going to let you cut in line? Listen, next week, we'll settle in the ring. Not in the stupid food fight, but rather a tag team battle royal. And the winners will go on to face Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Okay?
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Kurt. BT!
A battle royal involving the B team next week on Raw. High stakes.
There's no such thing as
potato salad.
There's no such thing
with money in the bank on the line.
Contest is a gauntlet match to determine the final Raw superstar in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
You know, she may have a smile on her face right now, but let's face it.
The entire gauntlet as she enters at number 1. And we take a look at the women who've already qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. This is the
in tonight's Last Chance Gauntlet match. You are the first entrants in the match, and that being said, the odds aren't exactly in your favor to make it to the end of the match. Any thoughts?
Well, regardless what the odds are against me being the first entrant, I've never backed down from a fight in my life. And I'm not going to start tonight because I'm bringing the fight to the Riot Squad. And I'm sorry, Dana Brooke, but I'm going to have to show you that sometimes your numbers just don't add up. Mickie James, I respect you, but I've got one thing on my mind, and that's that Money in the Bank contract. So if I got to go through Mickie James, that's what I'm going to do. Which brings me to Sasha Banks. Sasha said that her name's written on that contract, but Sasha, I think you need to take a real close look. Because the name written on that contract doesn't read Sasha Banks. The name on that contract reads Bayley.
On a coach's point, Bayley's going to have to earn it. Start things off in this match against Bayley. Remember the rules. The winner of this matchup will advance to take on the next competitor. 7 women will compete. The last woman standing gets the final slot in Money in the Bank.
You guys heard me call it earlier tonight. The Riot Squad will definitely emerge victorious.
Well, certainly not going to be easy for Bayley. Starting off against Liv. All kinds of smiles that I have a feeling are going to leave very, very quickly.
So Liv Morgan and Bayley one-on-one here tonight for an opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank.
To your point, Coach, I don't know that I've ever seen this. Oh, wait a minute!
Oh, and
Bayley to belly!
Cover on Morgan! Hooks the leg and Bayley advances!
Liv Morgan has been eliminated from the gauntlet match.
Just like that.
Corey, you were saying?
There's still 2 more opportunities left. There's still 2 more members.
Well, here's the second one. This is Morgan trying for the Bayley to belly yet again.
That's Sarah Logan. She taught me 4 different ways to cook a possum earlier today.
And Bayley now drop kick. Logan,
oh my goodness.
And dropped by Bayley. And now Bayley gets Logan back into the ring. Bayley rolls in. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg on Logan and a kick out by Bayley.
Ordinarily, I'd be saying you need to conserve your energy in a match like this, but Bayley might have the right idea in mind, coming out of the gate strong.
Well, Bayley's doing exactly what she said she was going to do, and that is bring the fight to every single person, woman, that's across the ring.
Well, she has to, Coach. She has no choice. Oh, nice suplex by Sarah Logan. Bayley's in trouble. Cover to advance in the gauntlet match and a kick out by Bayley. And Ember Moon, who was already qualified for the Money in the Bank matchup, looking on back in the locker room area. Remember, Ember has momentum as she knocked off Alexa Bliss, our champion last week. Logan caught Bayley, flying knee. Here's the cover. Isn't enough, and Bayley stays in it.
I'll tell you what, the pace of this match so far is just lightning.
Sarah Logan's certainly a hard superstar to prepare for. Only been in WWE a short amount of time, and she's so unorthodox.
Oh, Bayley rolls through, shoulders down now on Logan, and Bayley got her!
Sarah Logan has been eliminated from the gauntlet match.
And now Liv Morgan attacking Bayley after the matchup.
Corey, you were saying?
Still got 1 horse left in the race, Coach. Don't count that yet.
Bayley is being assaulted by 2 of the members of the Riot Squad.
Oh, man, good night.
And now Morgan takes out Bayley.
That's good morning.
Bayley won the first 2 matches, but she looks worse for wear. Gauntlet match continues. Bayley knocked off Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan to the Riot Squad, but Ruby Riott drew the trifecta, entering this matchup now at number 4 and taking advantage of an assault by the Riot Squad on Bayley before the commercial break. Now, during the break, part of the WWE Instagram story, Bayley can be heard telling the official she was ready to go in this matchup.
Well, I think Corey said it best. Right for the picking. Ruby Riott was waiting, and right when she got the opportunity, she took it to Bayley.
Big right hand from Bayley. Rocks Ruby Riott. Uh-oh, sunset flip.
And almost had her in. Ruby Riott able to kick out.
Would this be something? Bayley could beat all 3 members in succession of the Riot Squad.
The odds certainly not in Bayley's favor, but she's showing right now it might not be completely out of the question. There you see Alexa Bliss, who's already qualified, looking on. This is a very unique scouting opportunity for all of the competitors who've already qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank.
Oh, and Ruby Riott hoping to join them already. Natalia, Ember, and Alexa qualifying from Raw. The Riot King. Here's Ruby now. Is enough to put Bayley away. And got it.
It is.
Ruby Riott advances.
Eliminated from the gauntlet match.
Well, you got to give Bayley a lot of credit, but that's asking a lot from one person.
Oh, it's the statistician of Titus Worldwide.
And Dana Brooke looking for the opportunity here tonight. She said anything can happen as long as you're prepared and you never stop working and keep getting better.
I wonder what the odds are of entering at this point of the gauntlet match and going all the way to the end.
And probably pretty good, but Dana Brooke certainly figured out the mathematical equation. We saw it on the whiteboard earlier. I'm pretty sure she was writing hieroglyphics.
And now Dana Brooke looking to take over Ruby Riott here. Dana Brooke in a great, opportunity, great slot to look to advance.
That's a great way for her to kind of bust out of the shadow a little bit of Titus Worldwide.
It'd be unfortunate if Dana got herself disqualified. All fired up right now. Tremendous athleticism.
And now Dana Brooke again with a clothesline. Be a huge win for Brooke here. On Riott, and a kick out by Ruby.
Ruby needs to recover quick.
You know, these opportunities don't come very often.
Bang! Riott kick connects again.
Ruby cover on Dana Brooke, and Ruby Riott advances again.
Dana Brooke has been eliminated from the gauntlet match.
And I should say they don't last very often. They're very long either.
And Richmond's own Mickie James, who said she couldn't wait to compete here in her hometown tonight. Hanging Riott out of the ring and looking to take advantage. Mickie James with a kick to the ribs of Ruby Riott. Mickie, a 6-time champion, would love to have another opportunity in a championship match if she can get to Money in the Bank and win it.
Yeah, Corey, we don't always see that home field advantage.
Take down on Ruby Riott.
Actually works. Or is it advantageous? Boy, they are behind Mickie James tonight, though. Listen to that crowd.
And Mickie James now rolls Ruby Riott into the ring. Cover to advance here. Hooks the leg and Riott kicks out again.
Mickie James certainly has the advantage in this situation with Ruby having already faced multiple competitors prior. But Ruby will not stop fighting.
And look at Ruby Riott again, but a great performance here tonight by the leader of the Riot Squad.
Well, I'm not sure if either one has done the math right now, but they are very, very close to the end of this gauntlet match.
Well, look out. Head scissor takedown.
Mickie James with a drop kick.
Cover here by Mickie.
Cover by James on Ruby Riott, and Riott stays in it. Huge opportunity tonight to qualify for the Money in the Bank contract.
Smart move by Ruby.
Mickie and Ruby continues. Oh, down goes Riott. This is the gauntlet match to determine the final person to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank contract ladder match. Ruby Riott and Mickie James as this match continues. Riott has already knocked off Bayley and Dana Brooke.
Mickie James been very impressive, put up a big fight for her hometown crowd.
There's no doubt she's feeding off the energy, Corey.
And look at this, Mickie James now. Ruby Riott goes face first. Mickie James with a kip up, and she's on fire. Mickie looks up at the briefcase inside a contract. that the winner of the Money in the Bank ladder match can cash in at any time on the champion of her brand. And now Mickie goes up to the top rope. Ruby Riott back to her feet. Mickie James with a Meteora from the top. Here's the cover and a kick out at 2.
I thought she had her.
You got to give credit to Ruby Riott for hanging in there after this battle. Multiple opponents Ruby's faced. Oh, mid kick.
And Ruby Riott went for the Riott kick as well. Mickie James now. Jackknife cover is enough to get her here. And a kick out at 2.
Mickie James certainly doing her homework.
Ruby rolls through, cover.
Got the tights. Ruby's got the tights, but she beats Mickie.
Mickie James has been eliminated from the gauntlet match.
Well, we know why Mickie is looking that way, but there was no way the referee could see that.
And the final entry.
Look at Sasha Banks. How many of her name's actually printed on the Money in the Bank contract?
Well, Sasha Banks now takes on a red-hot Ruby Riott. Sasha going to put her away. Rolls her up. Oh, and the shoulders down. Almost had her.
I think deep down, Sasha would have loved to have had Bayley at the end.
Backslide. Sasha Banks now looking to put Ruby Riott away. Final 2 competitors in the women's gauntlet match to determine the last Oh, look at this. Rolls her up. Sasha to advance.
And guys, what a night it's been so far here on Monday Night Raw.
Cross body by Sasha and a kick out. Monday Night Raw live on this Memorial Day from the Coliseum in Richmond. This is the women's gauntlet match to determine the final qualifier for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match in Chicago in 3 weeks. It'll be Sasha or Ruby to complete the field.
Also, what we've announced already for next week in Houston, Braun Strowman and Bobby Roode. Come on.
And look at Sasha continue to work on Ruby Riott. Also next week on Monday Night Raw, Nia Jax, Natalya. We told you about that earlier on. What about the confrontation tonight between Nia and Ronda Rousey?
Very, very impressive. Oh, wait a minute. Banks looking for the
bank statement, and Riott wisely makes it to the ropes and also catches Sasha on the top rope. Ruby Riott face first goes Banks. Riott to qualify. What a run it would be for Ruby, and a kick out by Banks.
Well, you would think that just sheer numbers and minutes in the ring, that Sasha Banks would have the clear advantage over Ruby Riott.
Yeah, but Ruby's put on a gutsy performance tonight. The never say die DIY punk rock ethos of Ruby Riott as she drives the boss's grill straight into the mat. Almost escaped with the biggest opportunity of Riott's career.
Ruby Riott has been so impressive here tonight, knocking off Mickie James, Dana Brooke, and Bayley.
You know, this is all about career steps. Before you can take your second step, you got to take the first. And for both of these ladies, I'm sure they understand what this could do for them, what this could do for their careers.
Of course they do.
But you got to win tonight.
Ruby just mocking Banks. She already owns a victory over Sasha, who's now fighting back.
I mean, Ruby Riott loves being physical.
Cover here by Ruby.
Hook of the leg on Banks and a kick out. Ruby cannot get frustrated. She's had a great performance already tonight.
Ruby is showing tremendous endurance tonight.
Natalya looking on. Natalya, of course, already qualifying in a fatal 4-way match for the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, there's no doubt there's a lot in Natalya's mind and going to Money in the Bank. But first things first, has to go to Texas and go one-on-one with Nia Jax.
Sasha catches her right in the face.
Natalya better bring her A game next week. As we saw earlier tonight, Nia is amped and ready for Money in the Bank and Ronda Rousey.
Sasha Banks launched out to the apron.
Oh, a knee right to the face.
Yeah, that stunned Ruby. You could see her eyes fall back into her head now as Sasha Banks with a Meteora off the top rope. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg and a kick out. Banks thought she had the matchup won.
We have seen more than one performer in this match go upstairs, digging deep.
Well, the opportunity at hand requires sometimes high risks. Which woman's willing to go the extra mile? Who's willing to... Uh-oh.
Oh!
What a shot.
Who's willing to sacrifice the most, put the most on the line? That's who... Oh, that's the woman that's going to go to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ruby looking for a monkey flip. Ricochets off the top.
How about she pops her with an DDT?
Good
Is
night.
enough for Ruby here? Hooks both legs on Banks. Oh, and a kick out by Sasha.
What an athletic move by Ruby Riott.
Kick by Riott. Ruby, is it enough to qualify here on Banks? And Sasha stays alive.
Boy, Ruby has given it everything she has and then some. And you can see the look on her face. She's like, what else could I possibly have in my repertoire?
Ruby
to be
Riott
Sasha Banks?
has got to be exhausted at this point in the matchup. Physically and mentally.
Doesn't look at me. Still in control. Sasha Banks looks like the worst for wear here in this match.
What does Ruby Riott have left in her arsenal? How much gas is left in the tank? Does Ruby have enough to finish the boss?
Sasha, four-time women's champion. Ruby Riott looking for her first championship reign here in WWE.
Michael, there is no doubt that Ruby Riott has championship gold in her future.
Don't forget, before the Superstar shakeup, Ruby Riott took Charlotte Flair, who was the SmackDown Women's Champion at the time, to the absolute limit. The Scott.
And look at Sasha Banks delivering elbows to the back of the neck of Ruby Riott. One of these men,
oh my God!
One of these women will qualify for the women's Money in the Bank contract ladder match. So much at stake here. High pressure in this match.
Ruby might be out cold on the middle rope.
I think you're right.
Oh!
Thunderous powerbomb.
Stacks her up and a kick out by Ruby.
Big statement.
Big statement. Is Ruby going to tap?
Ruby trying to hang on.
Look who's here.
Wait, it's
Logan.
Sarah Logan from the other side, the Riott Squad once again.
Ruby looking to steal one on Sasha. Shoulders down, went for the tights again. And Banks into the bank statement.
Boy, this one's going back and forth.
Ruby taps out.
Sasha qualifies.
Here is your winner by submission, Sasha Banks.
The boss needs money. The boss
did everything they could possibly do, even up to the very end
tonight, and capitalized for sure. Much respect to Ruby Riott in the fight she provided to all of her opponents.
Been filled for the women's Money in the Bank contract ladder match. There you see the field. Sasha, Natalya, Charlotte, Ember, Alexa, Becky, Naomi. This Money in the Bank.
4 women from Monday Night Raw, 4 women from SmackDown Live, all with the same goal. A career-altering contract and the opportunity to make history.
In one of the great cities that the WWE ever goes to, and that is Chi-Town in 3 weeks.
Congratulations, Sasha Banks. Good luck, you're gonna need it.